Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott Mackenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, another day and another Industrial Talk conversation. Welcome to Industrial Talk, a platform that is dedicated to you industrial professionals all around the world because you are bold. Yes, you are brave. You dare greatly. You problem solve. You innovate. You're making the world a better place, and that's why we celebrate you on this podcast. And we are broadcasting live, well, semi-live. It's sort of recorded live. Hexagon Live here in Las Vegas. It is a collection of professionals who are passionate about solving problems and just collaborating. And if you don't have this on your calendar for next year, it is my recommendation. It is my 5-star recommendation that you put this on your calendar to attend. So there, that's it. For now, we've got Larry and Julia. DigitalThinker is the company. Let's get a cracking with the conversation. How you two doing?
Doing great, Scott. How are you today?
I'm well. I also said that to you, Julia.
Oh, I'm wonderful as well.
But there you go. Thank you very much. It's not as if I didn't catch that. It is a conversation, most definitely. Good conference?
Outstanding conference.
What's standing out for you there, Larry?
The community, bringing the community together, seeing the solutions, all of the capabilities. We're still becoming familiar with Hexagon, and we really like what we see as we identify new things for our customers.
I'm going to write that down and say, hey, they like you, Hexagon. So what about you, Julia?
It's been wonderful. I'm new to the maintenance space a little bit. I've been with our company about 8 months, so seeing kind of the expanse of everything Hexagon has to offer and everything EAM can help out with.
Are you inundated with the passion? I mean, everybody's like, this is the best. This is better than anything in the whole wide world. Rocket launchers? Nah, this is better than that. Yeah. They do. It's a tremendous amount of passion.
It is. It's fantastic.
All right. For the listeners out there, let's talk a little bit about background. Julia, with you first.
Oh, background.
Yeah.
As far as my background?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, I've been with DigitalThinker.
You weren't just born yesterday, so you didn't have a background.
So I've been with DigitalThinker about 8 months now. I'm our director of client success. So I work with. Sorry, I do. I'm a fast talker. I'm from the north.
It's okay. No, yeah, take a deep breath. It's okay. But I can keep up because I'm that kind of guy. I am professional. Go ahead. Keep going.
So 8 months with DTI has been absolutely fantastic. My background's actually in marina management. So I worked for a small cruise company for about 10 years.
Okay, I got you.
And last August made a huge change to come join the DigitalThinker team, and it's been fantastic ever since. I'm learning 800 million different things every day.
That's exactly because the CEO is just right over there. You have to say that.
I did.
And now you, Larry, give us a little background.
Oh, I'll keep it as short as possible. I've been a maintenance professional for 35 years. Started with the U.S. Navy as a flight deck troubleshooter on the USS Abraham Lincoln.
I like that one too.
Solid 3M maintenance program. You know, that is rough to duplicate. Private industry, private sector struggles to this day with duplicating just standardized maintenance. So, you know, my goal has always been to get folks to that level and that standard of document, take out the subjectivity, give the technician the best chance of success on the ground. And then to digitize that, move from a paper process to digitizing. Throughout my career, I've been focused. If I wasn't a mechanic on the ground, I've been in the MRO space as a buyer, as an inventory control manager, as a maintenance lead and a supervisor. So, and then also as an EAM administrator.
I'm gonna go off on a tangent. Do you know Nancy Reagan?
Nancy is the former president's wife?
No. That's a different one. No, she's a massive RCM expert, and she had that sort of that naval background too, and she helped design a little bit of the catapult systems.
Okay.
Yeah, she landed on a carrier, and that anything that deals with military, I'm just sitting there going, oh God.
Well, I think I'm going to go look up Nancy Reagan.
You have to. She's in fact she's here for a poker tournament. So anyway,
second career.
So let's talk a little bit about DigitalThinker. What's that all about? Now, there's a lot of companies out there. What is that? What is DigitalThinker?
So DigitalThinker is a boutique EAM, Hexagon EAM consulting firm, started 20 years ago by our CEO Tony and founder Tony Bolin. He was a worked for DataStream, and then spun off and created this firm with the intent of being customer focused. Tony is a relationships man. It is all about relationships. Maintenance is all about relationships.
Are you trusting. Tony? Yep, he said yes right there.
And so now, again, celebrating 20 years in business. We have, and he's growing the company as the industry changes. He's realized that the company also has to change. And part of that, with that customer focus and those relationships is we have to be of value to the customer. And to get customers out of the industry 2.0, where there's the maintenance 2.0, and that's defined as, kind of broadly, whenever you see slide decks or anybody referencing that, they're kind of in just the PM only space. We're only going to stick with preventive maintenance in our task plans and do the things per, what's prescribed in that form. Not necessarily, and I think that's the end-all be-all, and it's not. So we are moving our customers forward by educating them and introducing them to Industry 3.0 methodologies and processes and thoughts, and that gets into the RCM space and the reliability space. And hey, Hexagon EAM has all the capabilities in the world to integrate with a SCADA system or some other system to start bringing sensors in, It's known throughout maintenance that heat and vibration are two of the major enemies of all equipment, and they're struggling with one. Do I put a person to capture that? How do I capture that? And is that really the best way to do that? Can we just go ahead? Let's put a sensor on a piece of equipment. Let's integrate it with the EAM, and whenever it trips a threshold, let's just trigger a work order and get folks dispatched and dispersed to the equipment, and it's only when they need to. So it's all about efficiency as well.
The term maintenance 2.0 versus 3.0, and then you also mentioned in our pre-conversation 4.0. Mm-hmm. Are these well-defined parameters when we start talking about if somebody said, hey, and this is to Larry, I'm getting to you, sort of defined parameters, maintenance, and all that.
Yeah, they are industry standards. They are throughout. It's maintenance. It's synonymous. Where you'll hear either industry.0 or maintenance.0, but they all have the same column, the same stack, the same definitions of what they are.
I'm still shocked that people are still, or companies that are you finding that companies reluctant to go to that more expanded version of maintenance? I mean.
No, so that is the interesting thing. So it's that, and that's what really has helped us gain our focus is it's a lack of awareness. So this is where we're out there as educators, and we're presenting the new solution in the new future where they're struggling, going, you're stuck here, you're probably doing the best that you can in the 2.0 space. Now let's start talking about 3.0 where you can start closing those gaps and getting more OEE out of your equipment, utilizing your resources better.
I have to interrupt. You said more what?
OEE, so it's operational equipment effectiveness.
Thank you.
Or overall equipment effectiveness, yes.
Julia, take note.
Yes.
No acronyms.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call them out.
Yeah. So it's increased uptime of the equipment.
Very good.
Yes.
And what? I'm going to hold on to that question. Now, Julia, you're with the organization. You're in the world of services and support. Explain to us what that is.
So service and support is anything in EAM. We do implementations, integrations, migrations, custom reporting, kind of any modification you're looking for within the product. So I am kind of the face person. I figure out what you're looking for, what you need, and I'll line you up with Larry Spring, our VP of Consulting, and he gets you set up with the consultant and we fix your problems.
So if I had if I'm looking, I am searching, I am out there trying to figure out a way of being able to manage my assets better, and EAM has come to my radar, and I contact DigitalThinker, I'd be talking to you, and then you would be sort of peppering me with certain questions that you would have sort of given an evaluation.
Correct.
But you've been with the company for 8 months, so have they taught you all of that stuff?
Yes, I did. It's drinking from a fire hose. I'm learning new things all the time.
That's why it's so interesting, because of your background. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she's actually talking to me about what my needs are, because I might be somewhat ambivalent. Like, I know that I need to have this asset, and it's causing me problems, and sometimes I don't even know how to put words together about it. But that's your responsibility.
Yep, it's focusing, highlighting those pain points that a lot of organizations have with how they're structured. Their reactive maintenance, not preventative maintenance, not proactive maintenance. So it's, finding those areas that can be fixed with EAM.
I can actually lend to that a little bit. We are only as good as our people, and we are extremely fortunate to have Julia come in with the skill set that she came in. She's an absolute natural and a sponge, and she just jumped on it and has just run with it and turning and burning. Customers coming our way, building those relationships.
This is unique. What motivates you?
What motivates me?
Yeah.
The passion of the people I work with.
See, there it is.
It is. It's passion.
It's infectious.
I came in, I thought to be a bunch of nerds I was going to work with in the IT field and software field, and they get so excited about EAM. It makes me excited. I don't know what I'm talking about all the time, but it's just exciting to be a part of it.
It certainly is, man. That's for sure. Now, one of the points that you brought up, Larry, and that's changes. What are the changes that you're seeing in the marketplace?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to that industry focus, right? So the industry and the dots and the maintenance dots, and it's the landscape is changing. AI is coming into play. The digital twinning, the digital landscape, right? That is the end-all, be-all that we want to get to, that we all want to get to in this maintenance journey, because maintenance is a journey. We grow into it. Business changes, industry changes, technology changes. And each of those columns or the dot whatevers, they each represent the solution stack within that. So just recently in the last year, they've coined the 5.0 or Industry 5.0 came out of nowhere.
I saw that. I had a conversation about 6.0.
Yes, yeah. So I'm still trying to get my head around that, and how do we get the customers to get to that? And it's like, you know what? It's a while away. Let's be realistic. Let's level set some expectations. If it was that easy, we'd already be doing it. Nothing is going to happen overnight. There is a journey. There is a path. Maintenance, EAM as well, any product that you're using as asset management, you grow into it. You're on a path. You have to it's like building a house. Course 1 is 1.0. Course 2 on the foundation is 2.0. Course 3 is 3.0. You're just building the house on a strong foundation to get better and better every day, and it doesn't happen overnight.
One of the things that has piqued my interest, and this is something that I always struggle with, is that I always preach, ever so lightly, but education, collaboration, and then innovation. And I don't think that you can truly innovate without a robust education approach as well as a collaboration approach, because I don't have all the answers. And if you're educating, but you still need an ecosystem of some sort to be able to pull in.
Exactly, and we actually have that with DigitalThinker. So we've identified that as for education sources for us, ourselves, and our customers. We partner with other firms that specialize in those areas and introduce them to our customers so they can bolster us, because we're very good at what we do with EAM. We have a great understanding of what our partners do as well, but they're the experts at it. They're effective. They bring the most value. So we bring them in as a team, and then we collaborate with the customer to give them the most value.
Well, there you go. So with that, we're here at Hexagon. And I was a part of I wasn't part of, I was sitting in the audience. I wasn't a part of it, Julie. I was sitting, and it was the keynote speak that happened. And what was something that jumped out at me is the multiple solutions or innovation or technology that exists within the Hexagon family. Beforehand you had the EAM, robust, well-architected platform. Now you have access to various types of solutions. I'm going to throw this out to you, Julie, and you're going to handle it. I'm just going.
All right, I got this.
So when you're looking at Hexagon, and you see all of these solutions, what does that mean for DigitalThinker?
So, I mean, we are in EAM. EAM is our passion. We're fantastic at it. But looking at just the wide range of products that Hexagon has, J5, Ecosys, ways that we can integrate kind of across the board to bring in even more capabilities to EAM is something we're looking at pretty intensely. Just, it's such a great family of products to be in.
Oh, wouldn't you? I mean, gosh, what was this? You got J5, and what was the other one?
J5 and Ecosys.
Tell me about Ecosys.
Ooh, that's not a question I can answer
Tell
positively.
me about Ecosys.
Ecosys is a great product. I'm still learning the product myself, but high level from what I understand is you can you have data in EAM staged and as part of a planning and budgeting, and you can push that out to J5 and run what-if scenarios so you can make well-informed, risk-based decisions and understand the consequences of, hey, we're going to do this maintenance this way, or we're going to do it this way, or maybe we're going to throw a CapEx project in there, let it run. Okay, do we push it off a year? Do we pull it forward? It's all, it's so.
God, I love the simulation capabilities.
Yes.
And I can waste a lot of time when if I would build these models, but they're just Excel models, and they're pretty extensive, right? And I would go, what if I change this? Look at that. What if I change this? So if I do this, what if I change it?
Exactly.
It's just, you could get sort of pulled into that world of doing the what-if world.
But it's necessary. It's absolutely from the business world, the maintenance world, any world, right? We need the capability to do that. We have not had the capability in the EAM sphere to do that. Now, with being part of the Hexagon product family, we now have that capability with that particular product. And I shouldn't say we, I should say our customers, the Hexagon customer base, and anybody who wants to become a Hexagon customer now has that capability.
Yes. That's pretty exciting stuff. And I'm excited about it. Why are you excited about the future?
About the future? Ooh, that's such a good question.
It is a good question. Wrong answer for that.
Definitely the future within DigitalThinker. We're growing our customer base and growing our capabilities as well. We have the Streamline Conference, which I have to name drop for us. It's the Asset Management User Conference. So really rebuilding kind of that EAM community. There's a little lull during COVID. We weren't gathering as much, sharing ideas, things like that. So kind of seeing that get built back up and just the constant ideas and innovation. And Hexagon's been great.
You send me a link to that.
100%.
There you go. And it'll be out on Industrial Talk. That's industrialtalk.com. How about that? There's a plug. Larry, what gets you excited?
Well, I'm an optimist by fault. It spans the whole spectrum. So especially in the maintenance space, we can do better. And I know we can do better. I've seen better. I've witnessed it. I've been grateful to have been a part of being better and, going through that whole of collaboration and education. The guy with the boots on the ground. It's people, process, and value. Let's make it meaningful and valuable for the person with the boots on the ground so the folks at the C-suite can make all the right decisions and make the world a better place.
I love it. Julia, how do they, if they say, hey, I want to talk to Julia, how do they get a hold of you?
DigitalThinker.com. That's the number one place. My name is right on the bottom of the screen. Send me an email.
There it is. Larry, how do they get a hold of you?
Same thing at DigitalThinker.com. They can go ahead and select the profile, and I'm right there.
Check it out. Easy peasy, but you guys are out on LinkedIn?
We are also on LinkedIn.
Okay, because I have to have a backlink of some sort, so I'll do that. And I'll backlink your company. Don't get me wrong. You guys were absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for finding time in your schedule and buzzing on out here and all that stuff.
Scott, thank you.
All right. All right, listeners, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. I'll have all the contact information for both Larry and Julia out on industrialtalk.com. Fear not, reach out. Again, you will not be disappointed. Once again, Hexagon Live. Put that on your bucket list to attend for next year because you get great people like Julia and Larry, and you get to have great conversations because it's all about the collaboration. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
Again, thank you very much for joining Industrial Talk. That is Larry and Julia. Company is DigitalThinker. DigitalThinker. All the contact information will be out on Industrial Talk. Reach out to these two incredible professionals. Find out more. I love how they were just
talking about customer education, because I always say it's about education, collaboration, collaborate with them, and then, of course, innovate. A lot going on out there in the old marketplace when it pertains to maintenance and asset management and asset performance. You just have to educate. Reach out to those two professionals at DigitalThinker with no, of course, all the link it will be out there. All right, we're building a platform that celebrates industry professionals like you. Go out to Industrial Talk, support what we are doing, and if you want to be on the podcast, you just let me know, because I will be the one doing it. Be bold, be brave, dare greatly. Hang out with Larry and Julia, and you're going to change the world. We're going to have another great conversation coming from Hexagon Live shortly.